You've got to see if that $2 comic is really the famous first issue of Super Duper. But when you grab the spinner rack, it starts to turn by itself. Still worse, the metal rack seems to have glued itself to your hand. You can't let go. Your jaw drops as the moving rack yanks you off your feet. You're dragged around in a circle, and the rack keeps speeding up. Soon, to your horror, you can't touch the floor anymore. It's like some sort of weird carnival ride. The rack is whizzing around, and you're flying through the air. "Hey, hey, mister!" you yell to the store owner, but the words are torn from your lips by a screaming wind. You feel as if you're caught in a tornado. You clench your teeth to keep from groaning. Your body is stretched out like you're a warm piece of taffy. You shift your grip. One hand touches a comic on the rack. The comic starts to glow. Now suddenly there's a new pull. You're being sucked into the glowing comic. Your body feels as if giants have been using you for a game of tug-of-war. You're sick and dizzy from the spinning, but you notice something is wrong. The world seems strangely flat. The colours are very bright. You peer up at an incredible blue sky. Sky? Wait a minute. How did you get outside? An elbow jabs you. Someone steps on your foot. You aren't just outside, you're in a crowd. And what a crowd! You're packed in so tightly you can barely move. The person behind you is actually breathing down your neck. Could this be a parade? "What's going on?" you ask. No one answers you, but a voice cries, "Here it comes!" A shadow falls across you. When you see what's blocking the sunlight, your eyes grow big. It's a gigantic tin can with arms, legs, and a head. No, it's a robot! "I don't believe this," you gasp in a strangled voice. "You'd better believe it. That thing is as big as a skyscraper, and it's striding straight for you." "Yikes!" you shout. "Everybody run!" You push, you shove, you try to get out of the giant robot's path, but the crowd is too thick. You're trapped. "Hey," a whiny voice says in your ear. "I know you." You turn and spot a familiar face in the crowd. It's a kid from school named Wally. Come to think about it, he hasn't been in class lately. "Where are we?" you cry. "What's going on?" "You just got here on the Spinner Rack Express, huh?" Wally asks. "Okay, I'll make this fast. You're stuck inside a comic, in the comic books universe." You roll your eyes. "Yeah, right." "It's true," Wally insists. "Now here's the deal. We can shift from comic to comic using a magic word, but if you use it too often, you'll turn into an ink blot." He shudders. "It happens to the kid I was with, Alex. He tried to leave this comic. Now he's just a smear." You glance anxiously at the robot. It's awfully close. "We'll be smeared too if we don't get out of here," you declare. The crowd still isn't moving, and the robot is only a couple of giant steps away. "Have you used these magic words?" you ask. Wally nods. "I started out in another comic. I was some superhero's dopey sidekick. Then I met Alex, and we came here. All you have to do is think of another comic and say the magic words." "Okay, that gets you to another comic, but isn't there a way to get back home? Back to the real universe?" you ask. Wally glances at you. "I think so. A mad scientist can send you, but you have to talk him into helping you." You can barely hear him. People are screaming and bumping into you. "What are the magic words?" you beg. Wally closes his eyes, thinking. Then he yells, "Guest shot!" and he disappears. You think of the two comics you'd been studying on the comic rack. Both of them had mad scientist villains. Will the magic words take you to them? Time to find out. You close your eyes.